Hello everyone, I'm Rhonda, the Mature Diva, and today we're going to chat about protecting your wealth and sanity for retirement. You know, the older I get and the closer I get to retirement, the more I see the need for protecting our financial future. It can be an all-out fight to protect yourself from apparent threats like cyber attacks and obvious bad people that are up to no good trying to take your money. There's also internet and in-person con artists as well as family members that can put your financial future in jeopardy knowingly and unknowingly. So let's talk about a few things that I've noticed in my age range and how we can steer clear of these threats. Before we get into this important conversation, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel so we can have more great conversations. Let's get to it. Number 1. The obvious con artist. You know, it goes something like this. You get the email that, hey, I'm a prince or a princess in a foreign land and I need your help to unlock my money in a foreign ministry somewhere, and then I'm going to repay you with a huge bonus for your kind deed. If you see this email, you better run. There is no such thing. In fact, you need to send that email to your local law enforcement so they can investigate and help others avoid being conned. Here's another one, the foreign lottery scam. Here's the thing, if you don't play the Canadian lottery, you don't win the Canadian lottery. And if you need to pay someone to release your funds, you didn't win the money. Simply hang up the phone or delete the email, or again, send that email to local law enforcement so they can help someone else avoid this scam. Next, please use your call screening on your phone. If you don't recognize the phone number, don't answer the call. Let that call go to voicemail. Also, don't respond to suspicious texts or emails. They could be phishing attempts. These scams go through thousands of phone numbers, emails, and texts every single day, and they only need a small amount of people to respond to make their efforts worthwhile. Don't respond at all. Don't even respond to ask them to remove you from their call list. Next are investments or special clubs where the return is just too good to be true. Remember Bernie Madoff? He took advantage of people in his own community to build this exclusive environment where people thought they were super special, and in the end, he made off with their money. He didn't care if he took money from the super rich or from those that handed over their life savings. These people were severely impacted. They lost homes, they lost their savings, and all at a time when they cannot return to the workforce to make up their losses due to their age. Listen, we all love a great return on our money, but sometimes we have to be satisfied with a regular rate of return and safety. Here's another serious one. I know that there are single people that are about to retire that are looking for love online, and you have to be careful. Now, I'm not saying that don't do online dating, because guess what? I met my husband online and we've been married for nearly 15 years. But, you know, there was no catfishing, there was no sending money to one another. We were just two people who met online and we were extremely blessed. We fell in love, we got married, and here we are today. So yes, online dating does work. What I'm talking about are the major red flags when people ask you for large amounts of money and they haven't even met you yet. Be sure to meet in person before you get emotionally involved. And don't send any money, and beware of repeated requests for money. That is a big sign that this is not a love connection. This is a person looking for an ATM. So listen, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, oh, I'm far too intelligent to fall for something like that. But hey, there are a lot of people with fancy advanced degrees that have been taken advantage of, and they are just too ashamed to admit it, and it goes unreported. So they have lost lots of money, it goes unreported, and other people get affected and harmed. So please be careful. Okay, here's one that may be a little bit more personal. You're going to have to just say no to family members, grandkids, other relatives, and friends. They may ask you to co-sign on a student loan, car loan, homes, or just loan them money. Just say no. you need to do them and yourself a favor by referring them to the nearest bank or credit union and end this conversation fast. Because the longer this conversation goes on, the more that they're going to try to convince you of supporting their bad decision. Here's the thing. If you've been fortunate enough to save $500,000, $1 million, or even more in this economy and retire comfortably, or you're about to retire comfortably with your home paid off and your consumer debt free, consider yourself blessed and continue to live that way. Trust me, honey, these people are easy to spot. You haven't seen them or heard from them in months or sometimes even years, and then all of a sudden they pop up needing something. In fact, they only call or visit when they need something. That's a sign of somebody that is trying to play you. When you tell them no and they get an attitude and revert to stop calling or visiting, you know you made the right freaking decision. You need to move on and enjoy your retirement. And don't feel bad or guilty because they probably could have avoided this financial drama by coming around and asking for advice before the situation occurred. Besides, you probably already made provisions for them in your will that they probably don't know about if they're a family member. So, pay attention to their behavior and modify your documents as needed. Just saying, but you run your business your way. Remember, you have spent decades working hard, getting educated, working overtime, making smart decisions, and learning how to hold your tongue in situations just so you could hold on to your 401k and benefits. Now, guess what? They need to learn the same lessons. So hold your head and your drink high and enjoy the life you've worked so hard to have guilt-free. I hope this information was fun and informative. I'll see you on the next video and stay fabulous.